An alleged killer mom back in court today in preparation for a new trial. Deborah Milke spent decades on death row for arranging to have her young son killed, but the conviction was overturned. And tonight, the boy's father is speaking out. Mike Watkiss is live at Superior Court following this case. Mike?
Yeah, Carrie, under the orders of a federal court, they're basically racing against the clock, trying to get this retrial of Deborah Milke started by the end of September. But there are still lots of issues to be resolved. But one man who says he is ready is Deborah Milke's one-time husband and the father of murder victim Christopher Milke.
She's guilty as she ever was. She'll get retried, she'll be found guilty, and she'll get the same sentence.
Valley resident Arizona Mark Milke in Superior Court today as a flurry of pretrial action played out in the case of his one-time wife Deborah, the woman sent to death row 23 years ago for the murder of their 4-year-old son Christopher, a conviction thrown out by the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals earlier this year because of what the court found to be misconduct on the part of former Phoenix police detective Armando Saldate and the Maricopa County Attorney's Office. You want them to retry this case?
Oh, most definitely. I'm ready for the fun.
Okay.
The circus has already started on this.
I am very concerned that this case is going to be affected by unwarranted trying the case in the media.
During today's hearing, Judge Rosa Mroz threatening to impose a gag order after a defense motion was reported in the media yesterday before being submitted to the court. The motion from Deborah Milke's lawyers seeks to have the Maricopa County Attorney's Office removed from the case, citing a conflict of interest created by their own misconduct in the first trial in 1990, when prosecutors withheld information about the misconduct and dishonesty of Detective Armando Saldate, the man who testified Deborah Milke confessed to him, a claim that Milke has consistently denied.
The Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals opinion is the law of the case, that Detective Saldate's credibility is at issue, and that any suppression hearing involving the confession would necessarily involve him testifying in court.
Yeah, and that is obviously one of the issues that Judge Mroz has to decide, whether she's going to allow testimony from this tainted detective, Armando Saldate. Then we're going to talk about bond, possibly granting Deborah bond today so she could get out. They didn't get around to that because they're now focused on this issue of whether or not to kick off the county attorney's office. They're back in court August 23rd to address that issue, and they're still aiming for a September 30th trial date. Of course, we'll keep you posted.